Welcome to the East Carolina University 2020-2021 Teaching Awards program. Today is a great day to be a pirate, and this year has been quite a year. With this academic year came times of uncertainty, difficult decisions, steep learning curves, significant challenges, and some unexpected opportunities. ECU faculty responded by getting creative and working alongside their students to navigate ways to move forward in their educational journeys. Even in unprecedented circumstances, the extraordinary faculty at ECU ensured that students continued to have a high-quality experience available to them in and outside of the classroom. Today, we celebrate and recognize outstanding classroom teaching. ECU offers a promise of opportunity to our students, and we remain committed to maximizing student success. Through their outstanding teaching, the nominees and award recipients we honor this evening are helping ensure that ECU continues to deliver on that promise to our students. Welcome to our colleagues, students, friends, and families who are joining us online this evening.
Greetings and welcome. We are here to recognize faculty who have brought honor to themselves and to the institution by their excellence in teaching. Those of you who have been nominated by your colleagues and for your outstanding work in and beyond the classroom are all winners. And you are at the heart of this university, and I'm delighted to be part of this celebration. It does us all good to be reminded of what an outstanding teacher faculty we have at ECU and of the quality of work the members of the Pirate Nation are doing in our classrooms, in our laboratories, and in every aspect of our university life. We will begin today with the Scholar Teacher Awards.
Good evening. I'm Mark Stacy, Dean of the Brody School of Medicine and Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences at ECU. The purpose of this annual Scholar Teacher Award is to recognize faculty members who effectively integrate research and creative activity with their teaching roles. These individuals not only excel in their research, teaching, and practice, but blend these key faculty roles in such a way that enables them to inform one another and model this integration for students and colleagues. Each unit in academic affairs and health sciences has designed a selection process for scholar teachers, and we honor the excellent faculty here tonight. The 2020-2021 scholar teachers have also prepared a poster depicting some of their work, and this is available for viewing on the ECU Office of Faculty Excellence website. Congratulations to these 2021 scholar teachers. You are an inspiration to us all.
The recipients of the 2020-2021 ECU Scholar Teacher Awards are Aaron Field, Department of Biology, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. Chia Cheng Lin, Department of Physical Therapy, College of Allied Health Sciences. Laura T. Madden, Department of Management, College of Business. Jennifer Scott Mobley, School of Theater and Dance, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Anuradha Mukherjee, Department of Geography, Planning and Environment, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. Alexander M. Showman, Department of Psychology, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. Brian Silcott, Department of Engineering, College of Engineering and Technology. Deborah Tyndall, Department of Nursing Science, College of Nursing. Chia Jung Ye, Department of Human Development and Family Science, College of Health and Human Performance.
Good evening. My name is Scott Francis and I serve as the Associate Vice Chancellor for Alumni Relations. The ECU Alumni Association celebrates outstanding teaching at East Carolina University and the lasting impact faculty have on the students they teach, mentor, and support each year. 2 University Alumni Association Outstanding Teaching Awards and 1 Robert L. Jones Teaching Award are provided to recognize faculty who exemplify the characteristics of effective teaching promoted by the ECU faculty standards. Recipients of these awards are full-time faculty members who have taught at ECU for at least 3 years and are all teaching this academic year. Each recipient will receive a monetary award of $1,000 and a plaque as a reminder of recognition for their work in the classroom. On behalf of the ECU Alumni Association, our board, volunteers, and over 184,000 living alumni. And this year, an unforgettable year, congratulations and thank you to all the outstanding nominees for these awards this year.
And now, the nominees for the ECU Alumni Association Outstanding Teaching Awards and the Robert L. Jones Teaching Award. Marina Alexander, College of Health and Human Performance. Travis Alford, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Sambuddha Banerjee, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. Catherine Didrikson, College of Health and Human Performance. Matthew Egan, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Daniel Elliott, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Mauro Falasca, College of Business. Nicole Franklin, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Christine Gustafson, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Pat Harris, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. Carolyn Horn, College of Nursing. Birgit Jensen, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. Daniel Carrico, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Sue McRae, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. Heather Muse, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Ashley Norris, College of Health and Human Performance. Angela Raper, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. Satyo Shearman, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Andrea Van Dusen, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Kevin White, College of Health and Human Performance. Tricia Wilson Okamura, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. Karen Yarbrough, College of Nursing. The recipient of the 2020-2021 Robert L. Jones Award for Outstanding Teaching is Birgit Jensen, Department of Foreign Languages and Literatures, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences. The recipients of the 2020-2021 ECU Alumni Association Award for Outstanding Teaching are Dan Elliott, School of Art and Design, College of Fine Arts and Communication, and Tricia Wilson Okamura, Department of Foreign Languages and Literatures, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences.
Good afternoon. My name is Regis Gilman. I'm the Executive Director of Academic Outreach, Continuing and Distance Education here at East Carolina University. ECU has a long tradition of offering high-quality instruction to our students who are learning from a distance. As events of the year have highlighted, the ability to reach and effectively serve students at a distance is paramount. The Max Ray Joyner Award for Outstanding Teaching in Distance Education honors a faculty member who has shown commitment and enthusiasm for teaching and mentoring off-campus students, and who has demonstrated excellence in the delivery of courses offered through distance education. In addition to a monetary award, the name of the recipient will be added to a sculpture located at the Joyner Library that was designed by School of Art and Design students Julie Spivey, Ann Partna, and Trip Jarvis, and that represents the spirit of this award. I would like to acknowledge the beneficence of Max Ray and the late Kitty Joyner for establishing this award. Mr. Joyner is a former member and chairman of the ECU Board of Trustees. Ms. Joyner was a member of the ECU Women's Roundtable, among many other contributions at ECU. The Joyners' commitment and support have made a significant difference at East Carolina University. Congratulations to all the nominees for this prestigious award and the innovation, expertise, and commitment to all of our learning environments.
The nominees for the Max Ray Joyner Award for Outstanding Teaching in Distance Education: John Carlson, College of Fine Arts and Communication; Subodh Dutta, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences; Christine Kowalczyk, College of Business; Jocelyn Nelson, College of Fine Arts and Communication; Ashley Norris, College of Health and Human Performance; Boram Song, College of Fine Arts and Communication; Janet Tillman, College of Nursing. The recipient of the 2020-2021 Max Ray Joyner Award for Outstanding Teaching in Distance Education is Christine Kowalczyk, Department of Marketing and Supply Chain Management, College of Business.
I am excited to recognize the first recipient of a new award, the Service Learning Teaching Excellence Award. This award recognizes the unique time, effort, and planning necessary for successful academic service learning instruction and celebrates a faculty member who provides learning experiences for students coupled with meaningful assistance to the community. Through organized community-based learning activities, nominees for this award ensure that students address community needs and provide meaningful connections with community experiences.
And now, the nominees for the Service Learning Teaching Excellence Award: Giuseppe Ghetto, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences; Robert Quinn, College of Fine Arts and Communication. The recipient of the 2020-2021 University Service Learning Teaching Excellence Award is Giuseppe Ghetto, Department of English, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences.
The Board of Governors Distinguished Professor for Teaching Award is designed to recognize and support excellent teaching at each of the 16 constituent universities in our system. East Carolina University extends 6 of these awards each year, and each recipient receives a $1,000 award from the University of North Carolina system. Nominees and recipients of the 2021 ECU Distinguished Professor for Teaching Award teach in a diverse mix of disciplines and environments, and they all bring a wealth of talent and experience to our classrooms, studios, labs, and clinics all across ECU. They all find ways to engage and inspire their students.
And now, the nominees for the Board of Governors Distinguished Professor for Teaching Award: Dennis Barber, College of Business, Miller School of Entrepreneurship; James Randall Etheridge, College of Engineering and Technology, Department of Engineering; Tim Hackett, Thomas Harriot College of Arts and Sciences, Department of English; Jacob Jensen, College of Health and Human Performance, Department of Human Development and Family Science; Nanyang Kim, College of Fine Arts and Communication, School of Art and Design; John Kirchhoff, College of Business, Department of Marketing and Supply Chain Management; David Loy, College of Health and Human Performance, Department of Recreation Sciences; Anthony Thompson, College of Education, Department of Mathematics, Science, and Instructional Technology Education; Brittany Thompson, College of Fine Arts and Communication, School of Communication; Holly Way, College of Nursing, Department of Advanced Nursing Practice and Education. The recipients for the UNC Board of Governors Distinguished Professor for Teaching Awards are Dennis Barber, Miller School of Entrepreneurship, College of Business; Jacob Jensen, Department of Human Development and Family Science, College of Health and Human Performance. David Loy, Department of Recreation Sciences, College of Health and Human Performance. Brittany Miles Wright Thompson, School of Communication, College of Fine Arts and Communication. Tony Thompson, Mathematics, Science, and Instructional Technology Education, College of Education. Holly Way, Department of Advanced Nursing Practice and Education, College of Nursing.
The Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching is one of the highest teaching awards given each year at East Carolina University. Supported by the UNC System Board of Governors, this award recognizes the sustained career record of distinguished teaching by a tenured faculty member on each of the UNC campuses. The recipient of this award receives a plaque as well as a monetary award. Nominees must be tenured faculty with at least 7 years of teaching experience at ECU. They must demonstrate a track record of excellent or exceptional teaching ability over a sustained period of time and be teaching in the current academic year.
And now, the nominees for the Board of Governors Excellence in Teaching Award. Dr. Ricky Castles, a faculty member at East Carolina since 2010, is an associate professor in the Department of Engineering in the College of Engineering and Technology. From the nomination letter from the Dean of the College of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Harry Plone. Dr. Castles ranks among the very best in our college, not only for his innovative teaching, but also for his leadership in academic program development, continuous improvement, and overall commitment to student access and student success. He represents all we could ask for in a teacher and scholar committed to excellence in instruction, student access, and student success. From a former student. I can honestly say I would not be the student I am today without Dr. Castles' guidance. He somehow not only has the energy and dedication to want to help the students that he's directly teaching, but for all the engineering students in the department, some of whom he will never meet. I do not believe you will find a more deserving recipient for the Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching. Ken McLeod, a faculty member at East Carolina since 1989, is an associate professor in the Department of Marketing and Supply Chain Management in the College of Business. From the nomination letter from Lynn Rhodes, Director of Technology, Information, and Operations in the College of Business. I can think of no professor that has demonstrated greater commitment and enthusiasm in teaching and mentoring students, or established a higher level of excellence in delivering both face-to-face and online instruction. I cannot speak highly enough of his knowledge of the skills that are required of our students to be successful in the workplace, and not only his ability, but his willingness to do whatever is necessary to make sure our students are the best prepared when they leave this university. From a former student. Dr. McLeod demands hard work and determination to succeed in his class. There are few times he is unable to meet with students, and clearly dedicates much of his personal time to his students. I have a great amount of respect for Dr. McLeod and am extremely appreciative for the lessons I learned and experiences I faced in his class. The MBA program at ECU would not be the same without him.
Please join me in congratulating my friend, Dr. Ricky Castles, the 2021 recipient of the Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching. Congratulations, Dr. Castles.
Dr. Castles has been one of the most influential professors in my life. He has been a professor, a mentor, and a friend.
But if I had to choose one thing, the number one thing that makes Dr. Castles such a great instructor, it would be his ability to draw out, suss out excellence from all of his students.
He strives for every student to succeed and to not just pass his courses, but to develop the desire for self-learn.
Dr. Castles really proved himself to be a student-centered professor. I remember again, while I was an undergraduate student at ECU, there were a lot of late nights. When every other professor had gone home for the night, Dr. Castles was still there, still hard at work. and actually, really happy to assist students with whatever help they needed, even if it wasn't his class.
He wants to see everyone reach their full potential, and he will put aside his own time to help anyone and everyone he can.
He really encouraged all of the students to rise to the occasion, to rise to the challenge, in order to not really only just learn the coursework, but to apply it as well.
He inspires the student to not just get through college, but to excel, and he will help every step along the way. His concern is not just with the student, but with a young professional, that he will do anything to help them progress their careers.
Today, I find myself teaching the Associate of Engineering courses at Pitt Community College. And as such, I really hope to emulate, echo, the kindness, rigor, and demand for excellence that Dr. Castles expected out of all of his students, out of me. I really can't think of anybody more deserving or better for the UNC Board of Governors Excellence in Teaching Award. Congratulations, Ricky. You really deserve it. Thank you.
Greetings, Pirate Nation. I am delighted to be the recipient of the 2020-21 Board of Governors Award for Excellence in Teaching. To begin, I would like to thank a few people who have made this award possible. First, thank you to the Dean of the College of Engineering and Technology, Dr. Harry Plone, for nominating me for this award. I'm thankful for your leadership and your belief in me. Second, thank you to my students for writing letters of support on my behalf. It has been my great privilege to teach each and every one of you, and I've learned as much from you as you could have ever possibly learned from me. I would like to thank the Award Selection Committee and the Office for Faculty Excellence for reviewing my application and helping me at every step of this process. I'm also incredibly grateful to my wonderful wife, Joni, for partnering with me in life and being such a bastion of support. It is not easy being married to an educator. Thank you for all you do to support our family. Most importantly, all glory be to God, who has blessed me far more than I could ever deserve. As I was thinking about what I would like to share with you all through these remarks, it was tough to ignore the context in which we find ourselves. I'm recording this video from my home office, and like many of you, I haven't taught on campus in several months. It's no doubt that the 2020-21 academic year has been one of the most challenging times for educators and students. I think the best message that I can share with my fellow educators is the importance of caring, both caring for your students and self-care. To help you remember, I have created an acrostic of the elements of the word care. The C is for content. All members of the faculty are hired based upon our expertise in our chosen field. And students look to us to communicate the content they need to be successful in their career. This requires us to continually maintain awareness of the industries our students will enter upon graduation, maintain a network of professionals, and to update the topics in our courses as appropriate to make sure that our students are prepared with the most up-to-date information. All of our professions evolve, and we can't keep teaching the same content in the same way for years without update. I would like to especially thank the ECU Engineering Advisory Board members for being so active in helping the faculty ensure that we are teaching what our students need to know to be successful in the modern workforce. The A in CARE is for accessibility and also affordability. It is incredibly important during these challenging times for the faculty to be accessible to their students. While most of us aren't holding typical office hours on campus, our students perhaps now more than ever need our support to be sure they are on track. Be sure they know how they can reach out and provide as much support as you can to help them learn. Our students learn in many different ways. I challenge you to work to incorporate more content guided by universal design for learning principles to help students learn course content, whether they are visual or auditory learners, whether they prefer to take notes during a live lecture or to review a recording. In the 21st century, we have more tools at our disposal now than ever before to make learning more accessible to a broader audience. When it comes to affordability, it is a well-known fact that college costs have risen rapidly over the last few decades and far outpaced inflation. As educators, we can look for ways to help our students afford their education. Be conscious of how much that required textbook in your class costs, and if you really even need to require a textbook at all. Consider using freely available resources to teach your classes. I did this in my microprocessors class by linking students to freely available datasheets, and I use those along with content that I've developed on my own. This serves two purposes. It keeps the cost down, and it introduces students to the use of technical documentation that they will need to know once they enter industry. College affordability is something that I never really considered when I was an undergraduate. I was fortunate that my parents saved for my education and that my department offered me major scholarships, assistantships, and fellowships that paid for my degrees, all the way from my bachelor's through my doctorate. Since coming to ECU, I've heard so many stories from my students about how some of them are struggling to afford to go to school. In many cases, students are trying to work full-time and go to school full-time. I've had students who got little support from their families, who are having to pay for their entire education on their own, in many cases through hourly jobs and a lot of debt. Hearing story after story like this fueled a passion in me to try to find a way to help more students afford college. This motivated me to apply for a National Science Foundation Scholarships and STEM grant, and I'm very proud to currently serve as PI on a $4 million grant, helping provide scholarship support up to $10,000 per year per student for 80 students to get an engineering degree at ECU, whether they choose to start as freshmen at ECU or to start at one of our 3 partnering community colleges. As part of this grant, we are also learning how to make college more accessible for our students by studying the impact of tutoring, faculty and peer mentoring, and career development initiatives. The R in CARE is for relevance. All students want to know when the content that we are presenting to them is likely to show up in their career and why they should care. One of the things I have tried to do throughout my career is to get to know my students' interests and passions and to make the content in my courses as relevant to them as possible. As an example, I had a member of the ECU baseball team in my digital electronics course a few semesters ago, and I tailored an example of digital logic design into design for the controls used to drive a digital scoreboard at a stadium. When the show The Big Bang Theory was popular a few years ago, I gave students a project to design a system to simulate the logic in the popular children's game Rock, Paper, Scissors, and I offered extra credit for extending the game to include the optional logic for Sheldon Cooper's extension ad Lizard and Spock. I had a student who was considering changing her major into engineering several years ago, and she wanted to learn more about the work engineers do. Through our first conversation, I found out she was particularly interested in Disney. As I began to share with her about engineering career opportunities, I made sure to discuss the technical examples of the work done by engineers at Disney to make sure that customers have the best experience. Did you know that engineers are the ones who designed the FastPass system based upon queuing theory, so that families that spend hundreds of dollars for a day at the theme park don't have to stand out in the lines in the hot summer sun? That's a good example of industrial and systems engineering making the world a better place, one Disney theme park at a time. That student decided to change her major to engineering, got an internship at Disney World, and a few years later graduated as the outstanding senior in the industrial and systems engineering concentration. All it took was a conversation with relevant examples to spark a new career path. Finally, the E in CARE is for empathy. During this time, it is difficult to know just what our students may be going through. Perhaps they've been sick with COVID or lost a loved one to the disease. Perhaps the pandemic has canceled their internship or made it difficult for them to access high-quality internet in their home. Many of our students now have more responsibilities caring for their siblings who are home from school. It's no secret that many of our students have struggled to keep up with their studies without the routine of coming to campus, being in a traditional classroom, and having direct access to faculty and their peers. Empathy should be a strong guidepost for us as educators, whether we're in the midst of a pandemic or not. You don't have to be an educator for long before you learn about the difficulties facing our students. Perhaps a loved one has passed away. Perhaps they have a struggle with an addiction or an eating disorder. Perhaps they have food insecurity or other financial strains. I challenge each and every one of my colleagues to be the kind of educator that students feel they can turn to on their worst day. Be the one that notices when something seems a little off and ask gently if they're okay and how can you help. Sometimes students just need an ear to listen. Sometimes they need something more. Perhaps you can extend a deadline or give a student the chance to make up a missed assignment. Life happens. It happens to all of us. I live by grace every single day, and I'm sure our students could use some too. The last thing I want to leave you with is a message about self-care. As educators, we can't pour out to our students if we're not pouring into ourselves. I mention each of these points not because these are things that I have mastered, but because these are incredibly valuable topics that I myself need to adhere to. The C is for community, camaraderie, and colleagues. I, for one, miss my colleagues terribly. As a bit of an extrovert, I love being able to pop into my colleague's office, discuss a tough issue, or get feedback on an idea. I love the solidarity we have as an engineering faculty. I'm so thankful to have great colleagues in my department, and I can't wait to get back into the classroom and back into the office. We were built for community. So I encourage each of you to try to find that community in whatever way you can, whether through phone calls, Zoom calls, or just reaching out to friends and family. We need each other. A is for automation. I used to think it was a mark of laziness to have assignments that were auto-graded. Now I recognize that while not all student work can be assessed this way, automated grading is beneficial to the faculty as a major time saver, and it's also great for students because they get feedback on their work much faster. As much as you can, I would encourage you to consider how to automate your grading, whether it be through an interactive textbook or a publisher's homework tool. R is for rest. I can't tell you how many late nights I've had preparing lectures or grading assignments. It's almost a point of pride for many people to talk about how much they work. The fact of the matter is there's no prize for exhaustion. Let yourself get the sleep that you need. And finally, E is for exercise. And I am certainly not the best example of this. Oftentimes, exercise gets pushed to the back burner amidst all of the busyness of the rest of the things we have on our plate to do. But I recognize that we have a fundamental need for movement and activity. With us attending so many online meetings and classes, exercise is something that we often don't prioritize. For some of us, the COVID-19 is much like the dreaded freshman 15. I encourage all of you, and I point the finger right back at myself most of all, go get some exercise. It keeps you mentally sharp and increases longevity. Speaking of which, it's time to get up from the desk and get moving. Let's go, Pirates.
Hello, my name is Purificación Martinez, and this year I am serving as the 2020-2021 ECU Chair of the Faculty. Students at ECU have the opportunity to learn from faculty who challenge, equip, support, and encourage them not only to seek excellence in the classroom, but also to make a positive difference in our community, nation, and world. This year marks 50 years of offering teaching awards at ECU that recognize excellence in education through teaching. To all the nominees and finalists, thank you for your many contributions to teaching and learning at East Carolina University. Your colleagues and students have identified you as leaders in the classroom. Members of the Faculty Senate Award Committee have carefully reviewed your portfolios, including, in some cases, videos of your teaching. They have made very tough decisions in selecting the 2020-21 recipients, and it is important to commend all of the nominees for this year's awards. Even during the unprecedented circumstances of this past year, you make us proud to be your colleagues. Thank you again to everybody who joined us for today's celebration of outstanding teaching. Congratulations to all our nominees and the award recipients. We have much to celebrate.